Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I'd like to share with you a very fundamental or very basic handling of the body, which in today's world, most have no idea what it is. So since 1860s until today, what I'm going to share with you is unknown. Now, you might ask me, question me, saying that, are you sure, Hendrik? Sure. I am this sure. So after you watch this YouTube, you are sure too. It doesn't have to take 100 years or go to study with any grandmaster or pay me 10,000 US dollars to learn this. It's just this YouTube. After this, you know the truth. And here on, your life will change. Your training will change. If you don't know what I'm presenting today, it's guaranteed you can call yourself super or supreme grandmaster, and yet you still don't know. And because of this YouTube, everybody here on can look at the YouTube, the photos and everything, and see whether this person know or not. Well, the most important is to look at ourselves, because looking at other people, it is a waste of time. Others is others. Do we develop that kung fu? Is the bottom line. And I'm saying this is not to point out which grandmaster don't know what they are talking about, but to share with you that here on, start today, the 1st of February 2025, all Wing Chuners be able to develop this in a few days. It's not wait for 130 years. You have all kinds of legends and story and godlike grandmaster, but none know what is going on. Okay? And that means nobody develop it anyway, because you don't know this. So, what I'm going to share with you today, what I'm going to share with you is how to open this hip. How to sit and open this hip. If this hip is not open up or settle or sit down and open up, the first thing, your body will not be able to have a dynamic one piece. Thus, you cannot do the short strike rotation from the bottom of the feet to the top of the head. You can't do it. So that's physical. The second, you will not be able to breathe with 360 degrees. As it is proven today by the science that there's a human proper breathing. You will be able to handle your intra-abdominal pressure and so forth. If you don't know this, open seating your hip, you will never be able to do that. And in terms of the fudging, if you not be able to do what I'm sharing with you today, your force is not going to get to your body in a dynamic way, meaning you will not be able to handle the action and reaction force in the dynamic. Furthermore, because your breathing is improper, your qi flow, the leg 3 yin qi flow and the 3 yang qi flow of the leg throughout the body will not flow. So you do 站桩 everything, it is a waste. There's no beneficial. So this is this important, this critical. And I choose to share today without wanting you to be my lineage, paying me a lot of money for this secret, but make it an education. Okay? So this is for all Wing Chuners who really want to learn. And also this is defending the Wing Chun ancestor in the Red Book 1850, the real people, that they know what they are talking about. But when you design the 3 sets, the person who designed do not know. Again, you ask me why? Well, because they don't know how to open their hip. They do not know to sit their hip. And even those who today claim in Wing Chun, the internal Wing Chun, because they study some Tai Chi internal, just look at their YouTube. They cannot do it. We know. You know, check it with the 6 core element. Who is going to kidding who? We need to have this standard. Or else is what? Selling garbage. Sure, those who want to do Wing Chun movie, Wing Chun whatever, they have their freedom to do whatever. Here in this channel is about education, it's about history and culture of the Chinese martial arts. You don't mess around with the Chinese culture and Chinese martial art culture and the history, because this not belong to your family, his family, which grandmaster. This is belong to Chinese in the past, in the history. So, one need to know how to handle this hip. So what is hip? What is hip? What do you need to handle? Very simple. From the genital area here, if I drawing up here, there's a triangle. You see that there's a triangle? Okay, if I do one triangle, this is a triangle, I draw a triangle. Okay, so you have this, the 2 sides of the triangle. This 2 sides of the triangle is the where you want to loosen up. Or else what I shared with you just now, all do not work. Okay? So if you be able to loosen up, first thing is you're not going to stand like this. It will have a slight bend. And because of the slight bend, like you're sitting down, this side of the triangle, this is the hip side, this is the stomach side, these are all soft. You touch it, it's soft here. But if you stand out like that, it's no longer soft because you're standing up like that. So you want to sit barely. Okay? And of course, when you sit barely, you're not using this knee. You're using the back muscle here to sit down. It's not kneeling down with your knee, but sitting down. So using this muscle. So, when you do that, this is all loose up, all loose up. So this entire triangle is loose up. Okay? Due to this loose up, these joints are alive. Okay? If you watch my YouTube 2-3 days ago on the simple 1850 Wing Chun exercise, the fitness, you see how I show to condition, to train the hip. You need that, okay? Now, if you have this loosening up, when you inhale, automatically it is 360 degrees. It expands 360 degrees, it expands this way. So this body from the top here down to here is like a drum, okay? A cylinder, okay? So you'll be able to do that. Now, so that is how you have a proper breathing and you have a proper intra-abdominal pressure while you are inhaling and exhaling. This is the very foundation. Now, because this is a sitting there, this is loosened up, your force be able to go up and down your body. This is plain force flow. Nothing jam you. Now, due to this, physically there's no jamming there in dynamic, and you can have a good breathing. Your chi flow from your feet up, the 3 yin meridian, and your 3 yang meridian from the head down, all is flowing properly. That's why in the first writing of the 1850s Shulin Tao writing, it said equal shoulder stand. That is equal shoulder stance. Only this way you be able to handle the chi flow and the jing flow within this Shulin Tao 1850. Okay? Now, this is the proper way how to do it. You have to go touch here. Okay? Sit here and then make sure using here. Today's Wing Chun. Either they stand straight. You know, when they stand straight like that, this is no longer sit and loose. They cannot breathe. It's human body. Or they make a structure this way. Some of them even tilting their tailbone. When you're tilting your tailbone, this part tense up. You lose the handling of this hip. Your breathing will not going to go down. When you do this, you thought that, oh, you know, I have strength, and you feel like your heel, you know, like there's a strength down to the ground. Well, body lean backward. Sorry, that's wrong. You actually forcefully press down with your heel with this posture. Okay? That pressing down to the ground is not for the feet bowl for force coming up. Like I explained in this channel on feet bowl and in my book. So, this is wrong. Anybody do that right away and know? You don't know that. Your body break into two parts. There's another people who thinking they want to have bigger stand and end up the butt pop up. That too, this hip is not open. It's being pushing back. That too cannot properly handle the body, the joints, the breathing, the chi flow, and the force flow. So what I'm just sharing with you is very basic, just to handle this triangle of your body. So this is these two sides of the triangle. Okay, if this is a triangle, this two side is the hip, losing this hip, and you must sit down a little bit using the back of your knees. You have to have these details to open up this lock. And you might ask me, oh, so how is then the force come up from ground? Well, it's simple. When you do exactly as what I said, this is loosening up, this bend a little bit with the using back there, your leg is feeling like you actually place your feet on top of the ground. You are not, when you do this, you pressure down with your heel, or when you do this, Like this, you are pressuring down the heel, and or you do this, you're pressuring down. The proper one, you feel that your feet is actually rest on top of the ground. You're not pressing anything. This is what it is. So if you want to do Zhan Zhuang for health, for everything, you must get into these positions. So disregard it is fitness, it is meditations, it is fighting. If you do not handle this, sitting down, losing your hip, and then with your knee, using this part, not using this part, not clamping like that, not opening like that. If you do not do it properly, you will not be able to develop this body's Kung Fu. So this is what I have to share with you. Who are we going to kid? It is these details. See, Kung Fu is not in the surface. I learned this Tan Sao, you learn this Fuk Sao, and then you say, well, this is my lineage, this is from my grandmaster. We do it this way, this angle. Those are very superficial surface stuff. What I share with you today is a level down. Only you have this level down, you can breathe, which is another level down. The chi flow, another level down, using the strength or the action-reaction force, another level. And then your intra-abdominal pressure and so forth. So this is what I like to share with you. I point out that in the public, with all these videos of Grandmaster, nobody have this thing. It is a fact. I'm not trying to put down anybody. It's like in the scientific, academical study. When things wrong is wrong, okay? Don't give me all this name or title or lineage. What is the proper scientific way of handling this mechanic I just shared with you today? So stop this thing, stop this thing. You know those are disaster. Just for this. And there's so many things in the body that you do this kind of thing, or even you stand this, your hip, you don't know how to handle this. Same thing, or you stand this. So all those things has to be terminate, start from today. Or else, guarantee you go nowhere when you talk about internal. So just look at anybody who claim they are internal. See, looking at this, did they loosen up or open up their hip and sit down, be able to handle that? You know, I mean, come on. So last year, when people told me I stole their 6 core element, Wing Chun is from 1860s, 1850s Wing Chun is stealing from them. These people are actually learn a little bit with me and then start to have this kind of thing. Oh, Wing Chun is not from Ermei. You just look at what they do in the YouTube. Do they have this handling? Can they handle the intra-abdominal pressure, breathing, and all this thing? Scientifically, we can measure. Of course, they can. That's why I don't want to release it. I release it in a timely manner. So it's like a time bomb. One bomb after another bomb. So all fake, all disgusting people fall down to the ground. You don't have the transmissions, you never learn it, you don't have the Kung Fu, then the world knows. And those who really want to learn, step by step, they know what is the truth, and they be able to develop their Wing Chun. We want Wing Chun to stay. We don't want to destroy Wing Chun or making money from Wing Chun. Now, guess, this secret, how much you need to pay if I make it a secret? But I don't want money. I just want you to know this. This is Wing Chun. Have your body condition so you're healthy. And if you want to do fighting, you know the body has to be in this way. Not watching too much movie, okay? And thinking in some kinds of fantasy. The world will laugh at you because this is a scientific world. Who are we going to kid?